Welcome everyone to the event I Am Remarkable, a workshop with Katrina and Marek. I am Priya Patra, the lead of Women Power Up Network. We also have Cecilia Boji, our Latin America lead. Cecilia.
Hello, everyone. Nice to be here again this year. This is the first session of this 2025. So I'm very, very glad to be here and with this great session. I'm excited, very excited to participate. So thank you.
And we also have Priscilla, and Priscilla has joined us just recently. So, Priscilla, would you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you, Priya. Hello from São Paulo, Brazil. It's morning here. I'm super happy to join you. Being along with you, extraordinary people, for me is a source of inspiration. I'm inspired to be a better person and professional. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Cecilia. And some housekeeping rules before we get started. We are here to celebrate women leadership. We are all speaking on our individual capacity. Our views do not anywhere represent the organization that we work for. This meeting has been recorded, so if you are uncomfortable in any way, please feel free to hop out of the event. If not, you are welcome to join our celebration. And I forgot to introduce a very, very important person, Lee Lambert. So, Lee, would you want to say hi to everyone?
Yeah, I'd love to do that, Priya. Thank you so much. I missed the last couple of months, so I'm looking forward to what we're going to do today.
Thank you, Lee. And Lee is our mentor, supporter. He never misses any session. Yeah, he missed a couple last year. But glad to have you back here, Lee. And with this, let's talk about the theme of this year. The theme of this year is remarkable and rising. That means rising together and being remarkable forever. And with this, I would take you through what this community is all about. And this is, we remind ourselves every time we have an event. We are Women Power Up Network. We were incepted on Jan 26, 2020, just before COVID started. We are not a business, but we are a community with a purpose. And we have lots and lots of women part of this community, 935 to be precise, all across the globe. Our vision is to empower everyone with the right support, right skill to transform the future. And right now, we are providing this platform to enhance our leadership qualities. We truly believe being good enough is amazing because we really don't need to be expert to support each other up. And when we have such good enough people coming together, we power each other up. And together we rise. Let me introduce you to our supporters of this event, our partners. And they have been with us for the last 4 years. PMI Slovenia, PMI Buenos Aires, Argentina, PMO officers, IAPM, Agnostic Agile Communities, Scrum Day London, and our technology partner with a new look and an outlook, Smart Work AR. And Cecilia, you can put the link on the chat window. Please do visit
Yes,
their sites, and they do just amazing work with AR and VR.
perfect, Priya. Thank you. Here's
Thank you, Cecilia. Would you want to talk about the theme of the year, or
sorry.
not Cecilia, Priscilla? Sorry.
Oh,
Okay, thank you, Priya. So I have a few important words to say now. Recap on our focus for the upcoming year is encapsulated in the theme Remarkable and Rising. Leadership is not a title, it is a journey, one of self-discovery, resilience, and transformation. Remarkable and Rising is more than just a theme, it's a movement. It's about recognizing our unique strengths, transcending limitations, and systematically evolving into the most powerful version of ourselves. This year, let us embrace bold inspirations, continuous learning, and unwavering self-belief. Let us support one another in breaking barriers, amplifying our voices, and stepping into the spaces where we belong. Together, as a community of women who uplift and inspire, we will not just rise, we will redefine what it means to be remarkable. Every month, we will share our remarkable and rising stories. How have we evolved to be the leader that we are today? This will be published in our monthly newsletter. Don't forget to read the remarkable stories in our newsletter. Additionally, we will be organizing monthly events as the event today.
Thank you, Priscilla. And you might want to put the link to our newsletter on the chat window. And I encourage each one of you to subscribe to our newsletter. Share your remarkable stories to be published in our newsletter. And over to you, Cecilia, to introduce the facilitators of the day.
Yeah, thank you. Please let me introduce the facilitator of the day, Katrina and Marek. Katrina Krupa is a certified I Am Remarkable facilitator and talent development director for AIGDS EMEA, with 12 years of experience at Google and 8 years as an independent innovation consultant. She's an expert in personal branding, career development, and storytelling. She empowers employees for large organizations to build fulfilling careers with confidence and authentic personal brands. Thank you, Katharina, for being here. And Marek is an official I Am Remarkable facilitator with over 15 years of experience in IT industry. He focuses in strategy, tooling, and innovation in operations and support, always looking for ways to make work easier and more efficient. Passionate about creativity and problem solving, Marek loves exploring design thinking, gamification, and automation. He even created a unique workshop that connects artificial intelligence with the magic world of My Little Ponies. As an active volunteer, he enjoys helping others recognize their strengths and feel confident in their achievement. Thank you, Marek, for being here. And as I said previously, I am very excited to participate of this workshop. Thank you.
Over to you, Katrina and Marek, to take it over.
Okay, I will start sharing, and if you could please confirm that you will see my screen. I have too many screens, unfortunately, so please confirm that you see welcome to the workshop slide, because if not, then I'm sharing the wrong screen.
Yes.
Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good day to all of you. So as it was said, my name is Marek Malinowski, and I'm joining forces with amazing Katarzyna Krupa. And today we'll be fitting into your theme of the year, which is I'm Remarkable, because the title of the workshop is I'm Remarkable. And you will know after this workshop how to say it loud and proud, why and how you're remarkable. But before we jump into, there are some additional housekeeping rules, and I just want to share a screenshot of the where do I see chat? Wait, just bear with me. And that's the technicalities. Oh, there it is. There is chat. So this is how to use the video, chat, and camera and all those things, because this will be needed, because this is a workshop, it's not a lecture. We'll be asking you from time to time to share something. And if possible, we know that it's a different time zone in each and every place in the world. If you can turn on the camera, it would be amazing, because it's better to see a face rather than the icon or the name or the letters. And don't worry, I also have not have my hair brushed, so don't worry about it. And yeah, for the time when you're not speaking, please mute your mic. We will be using chat mainly to have an interaction with you guys. And once there will be, of course, moments when we will ask you to say something. And before we begin, I know that you, Priya, did Menti, but if I would like to also ask people to write where are you from, who you are on the chat, so we can start chat running. I can say that my name is Marek and I'm from Poland, Wrocław. And I will wait to see if people know how to use chat, because I just gave you the short introduction how to do it. So that's a test. Priscilla, hello, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Catriona from Glasgow. And okay, Catriona, I think I know which Catriona it is. Priya, Mumbai, India. Cecilia, Buenos Aires, Argentina. And guys, please don't throw rocks behind me if I will mispronounce your name. Apologize for that. And the reason why I said it is that I will try to read it. Vrushali from Dublin. Grace from Mexico. Luis from Czech Republic and now New Jersey, USA. Martina from Madrid. Monica from Taipei, Taiwan. Takia. Thank you, Kasia, from Atlanta. Nilima from Mumbai. Pretty from Mumbai. Okay. It's really across the world. Amalie from Argentina. So I think we have a cross-world coverage. I would call it like that. And the last but not least, I would say housekeeping rule is that even though this meeting is recorded for the purpose of probably sharing with others that were not able to make it, you will be moved to breakout rooms where you will be sharing some of personal stories. And please treat it as what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas, because this workshop is all about sharing your achievement. Some people can feel not comfortable at this moment in time to share it. We hope with Kasia that at the end of this workshop, you will be happily sharing your achievement and you know how to do it. But when it comes to this main room, it's recorded. So only the brave ones, those who would like to share and those who would like to be recorded will be sharing it using voice. But within the breakout room, since those are not recorded, please apply the rule, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, so you can get as much as you can from this workshop. Enough about housekeeping rules. And before we will begin the proper workshop, I just want to give you one message from the creators of this workshop. Where this workshop comes from, Kasia will tell you a little bit later about it, but I'm just telling you that whatever we are doing right now, this is a part of International Women's Day celebration 2025. And because of that, the Remarkability Foundation will be hosting special event on the 20th of March. You have the QR code here. I don't know if I can share it, but maybe I will later share the link so you can sign up. It will be amazing opportunity to listen to remarkable women, Melissa and Anna. And again, about Anna, you will hear a little bit later when we'll be telling you about the foundation. So please join if you can, because at the end of the day, it's all about you and you being remarkable. So finally, I am remarkable. This is the agenda. We did and we are doing a little bit of introduction. There will be reflection. We will tell you a little bit about facts of the research. You will be doing some exercise because it's a workshop, it's not a lecture. We will have some time for discussion and wrapping up. Kasia, over to you to tell us a little bit about Remarkability Foundation.
Yeah, so welcome everyone. So as you can hear, Marek is calling me Kasia because that's the abbreviation of my longer name, Katarzyna. So Katarzyna was always used by my mother when I did something wrong, and she called me Katarzyna, come here. So you can call me Kasia. And together with Marek, we are partner in crimes in 3 areas. We are working in the same company at EY, Ernst & Young, and we have 2 missions. One mission, we are passionate about innovation, and we wish every single person on this planet to boost their innovation mindset, their creativity, to know how to create ideas out of the box. And that's why we are so crazy about design thinking, and we are teaching also voluntary how to use innovation skills for development. And the second area and the mission that we have, we wish that everyone on the planet feels comfortable and confident to share their achievements and to know what they are remarkable about. And we joined together forces at some point, and we decided that we are both certified on that workshop, so we would love to spread the word across the globe and run as many I'm Remarkable sessions as possible. So it's great to have you here today. Few words how the Remarkable, actually what the story about. So right now, I'm Remarkable is a global movement which aspires to empower everyone and also underrepresented group to confidently speak and celebrate their achievements. To don't get the internal critic let in and destroy our internal confidence. And this workshop actually is the result of the workshop that we ran at Google, which was called Taking the Stage. That was a program that we developed in talent development team I was part of together with Anna Weiner. And we decided we would like to boost confidence among women so that they have more confidence speaking on stage, speaking about their achievements, their projects, etc. And during the program, Taking the Stage, we observed that women really hesitate when it comes to speaking what they are good at. They have always felt they are not enough yet. They are not perfect yet. The project they are working on are not ready yet to show, etc. And in that moment, we decided to, from the long program, to create a 2-hour session called I'm Remarkable, and to train all women at Google, not only the leaders. And once all women at Google were trained, we decided, like Anna took a project and she decided to train everyone on the planet with this project, with this workshop as well. And after a while, Google decided to be only a partner of this workshop, and Anna decided to create the foundation and to certify more trainers so that we can have bigger scale and can reach out a lot of people on the planet despite the race, helping them increase their confidence in speaking about their achievements. So that's the long story short. And here we are today together with Marek. And our aim is that at the end of this session, every single person on this call would be able to share with others what she is remarkable about. But before we go to that point, let us introduce you and reflect a little bit about the whole I'm Remarkable thing, about our beliefs, about our different biases, before we go into the exercise. So Marek, over to you.
Yes, thank you, Kasia. And I can see already some interesting topics on the chat. We will be trying to tackle those as well. One statement written by Mariana. Yes and no, one can say regarding men's. I'm a man. However, I believe that this is important to deliver this workshop to anyone in the world, regardless if it's a male, female, or any other way that the person is identifying themselves. For me, the mission is I'm a father of a girl, and I also want her to be as proud as possible. And it helps me personally to do it. But jumping into the workshop, why? It's a question to you, to which we would like to see an answer on the chat. Why is recognizing and sharing your achievements important? Simple question. And I'm looking at the chat and I don't see any answers. So probably we have some issues with the internet.
So we would like each of you to really think, why is it important to you personally to start recognizing and sharing your achievements? And we wish each of you first answer on chat, then we will ask 2 people to unmute and share.
Takia inspires and encourage others to do also the same. Thank you. And think about professional perspective, personal perspective, whatever setup context you can be in. Improve self-being and self-esteem and promote oneself for the bigger challenge. Self-confidence. Amazing. I don't know, we have over close to 20 people and I can see only 4. Okay, people are writing. Brushali, unless we share, people out there won't be able to get the details of our achievements and capabilities. Hmm?
What else?
Anyone?
Give us more. Give us more.
So that people know that we are capable of and how we can contribute. Exactly. We need everyone's voice and experience to build the best world. Yes. Hmm? So people can know what you're good at and passionate about, so they can know how you can help increasing the knowledge too, because it's the way to share the best of mine. Others might learn or to be inspired. Exactly. So, one could say you don't need this workshop because you already know why it's important. But Kasia, is any answer, interest you more? So we can ask this person if wants to share a little bit more. Do you
Yeah,
see any?
absolutely, absolutely. So I really would love to hear maybe a little bit more from Martina because she wrote like so that people know what you are capable of. So if you can tell us, Martina, why do you think it's important that others know through our achievements what we are capable about? It is said that actually our work should speak about our capabilities. So why it's important to share achievements so that people know what we are capable about, if you can share.
I mean, well, it's really not about us. It's about what we bring to the table, right? When we are collaborating with other people, it's only beneficial to the group if the group knows what potential there is in the group and what talent we have here to leverage that. And we will always know more about our own achievements and our own talents than other people. So I think it's only in the best interest of the group that we share about that, what we are capable of, what we can really do for others.
Lovely. Thank you very much for sharing. And I would absolutely agree with what Martina said. Like from my own experience, I can see that the more I speak what I'm good at, what I'm passionate about, like the more people are recommending me for like when it comes to professional life, to different projects, to different opportunities, to different also initiatives like this one. I was talking with one lady at EY about I'm Remarkable session that we are so passionate with Marek to bring everyone's confidence higher. And she approached us like, why won't you deliver this workshop also to our group of women? So as you can see, when you start speaking what you are good at, what you are passionate about, like it's a magic happens. Suddenly other people start recommending you, start talking about you, and a lot of opportunities come your way. But it also boosts a lot your confidence and the way you feel about yourself.
And while we are at this topic, everyone knows the importance of sharing your achievements. Because you already provided answers on the chat, Martina spoke out loud about it. Can you think of a time when you hesitated to share an achievement? And I don't need at this moment in time specific situation. I just need a either nod or a thumbs up or say yes on the chat. Any situation when you hesitated to share an achievement. I will nod. I will nod because there was a time. Yes, Martina, thank you. I have a nod and I have a thumbs up. Anyone else? Okay, Priscilla, yes, yes. Takia. I hope I'm pronouncing your name Takia properly. Nimala, yes. Kasia, yes. So even though we recognize, we know the importance, we know what is the reason that we should share our achievements, we still sometimes hesitate. But we are not alone in that. This is a common experience. In fact, in 2021, study showed that over 80% of participants in this workshop had a success from a loved one, coworker, or a stranger, often because they wanted to avoid bragging. Think about it. They didn't share a success because they were afraid that they will be bragging. And here, I think, is the most powerful message of this workshop that I really love. It's not bragging if it's based on facts. It's not bragging. You have data backing you up. You have proof that you did something amazing. And at this moment in time, when you will bring those facts, it's not a bragging. It's a fact. Fact cannot be bragged because it happened. It's a situation. So it's not bragging if it's based on fact. Please remember this key message. Please have it at the back of your head whenever you want to share something, whenever you did something amazing. If my wife would allow me, I would write this, if it's not bragging, it's based on fact, on my wall behind me, but I have some stuff there. So, but yeah, this is the main thing. Kasia, anything to add here?
Yeah, so you may be wondering, but Marek, what facts are you talking about? So the thing is that we very often underestimate all of the facts that are not like true metrics that we can face, like any numbers, okay? And when we think about facts, then of course, these are the results that you are getting at work, maybe some targets, sales targets, like clients targets, the number of trainings you deliver, the score feedbacks you receive, your annual reviews of your employers, who is giving you like every like half a year or once a year. But when it comes to fact, it's also what other people are thank you for that you are supporting them with. Because I do believe that every single person on the planet has a lot of great characteristics. And I don't like to say we have strengths and weaknesses. We all are skilled and talented with certain set of characteristics. The only thing that some of them may display as a weakness is because we put them into the wrong environment. So just to give you an example, if I am a team player, if I would put myself into the role of an individual contributor when I cannot work with other people, my characteristic of being a team player would be taken by me as a weakness. Okay, so it's good to know about your characteristic, what you are good at, and really take care that you put yourself with your skills and potential into the environment that will boost your characteristics. So if I know I'm a team player, I will look for projects for like professional, but also private, where I can cooperate with others because other people are boosting my potential. So the fact is for you to recognize your characteristic, your potential talent you were born with and you have polished throughout the life. But also do not forget about what people are thank you for and what feedback are you getting in positively from people getting help from you. So it's a good exercise that you can do after this workshop. Write an email to 5 people you truly trust to ask, what I have helped you recently and why have you approached me to help you solve this problem? And this way you are collecting a lot of facts. Why are you remarkable? Why those people have chosen you, not the other people, to ask for help, because you are the one who is solving their problems. So that's when facts are concerns.
And one thing that I really like to simplify, because like I said, I really like all the workshops that I'm doing to also deliver to teenagers or my daughter, is I like this concept of it's not you, it's the environment when you are at. There's a funny movie on the internet about a cup of water. Cup of water from your tap, equivalent is what, half a cent, 1 cent, probably the cost of the water. The same water in a shop, the same bottle of water is, let's say, $1. The same water in a plane is equivalent of $2 or $3. The same water in a concert venue, I don't know, Taylor Swift concert venue, is equivalent of $5. The water didn't change, just the environment changed. And the value of this water risen. The same as Kasia said. It's not about you. You have a lot to offer, but maybe you're in your own environment. So think about it.
Lovely.
And one thing also related to why it's important to share on top of what you already provided is that accomplishments don't speak for themselves. My personal story, I'm very much involved as I was introduced in different automation things, AI, whatever. Basically, I'm a lazy person and I'm doing a lot to make my life as easy as possible. And the same I did in my previous company. I had an amazing manager. He was really supporting me in my development. And in my free time, I did something that helped me and my team to cut the workload. And I gave it to my boss. My boss was very happy, but I forgot to mention that I did it. I just said, hey, his name was Łukasz. Hey, Łukasz, this is something that can speed up the work of our team members. And he was like, yeah, awesome thing. And he was just starting to use it. And at that moment, I felt like he's not recognizing what I just did. And then a couple of weeks later, he required some change in that whatever I did. And he asked me, hey, Marek, can you contact me with the guys that did this? And this is the moment where I realized I was the wrong message. I said to him, Łukasz, I did it. I did it in my free time. I was like, oh, shit. I'm really sorry. I thought someone else did it. So it's not because he was the bad guy, because he was one of the best managers that I've ever had. But I didn't, because the accomplishments don't speak for themselves. We need to secure that people are hearing us.
Absolutely. And also when you think about your professional life, when we are working with the team, especially with our managers, counselors, or leaders, I don't know how it's called in your company, just be realized that they are very busy people. We are all working very fast, especially in big organizations. And when you share your achievements, you make life of your boss easier. Because when it comes to annual review or any like summary of the project that your manager needs to present to the leadership, if you speak for your achievements, you make the work for him. He doesn't have to worry like, okay, but what did Kasia did during this 3 months, like what she was engaged in, what this project was about. Like you did the whole difficult stuff for your manager or leader when you summarize your achievements for them, because you make speaking for you for others easier. So really accomplishment won't speak for ourselves, and we think that when we work hard, everyone will notice that, will know that. But until they don't work with you on the same project, until you don't tell them what you do, they won't know. So please bear in mind and start a new habit, speaking about your achievements to others.
And it's not only me and Kasia talking about it. There is a research behind it. Basically, there is a survey done by Quantum Workplace, recognition in the workplace, research and starts to fuel your strategy. That's the name of the survey that they did. And what is happening is that only 1 in 2 employees feel their managers make sure they get credit for their work. So celebrating our achievements can boost our self-confidence and motivate us to achieve more. Because remember, it's important that we are able to understand and share the unique value of our work for our personal and professional benefit. The more we feel valued at work, it boosts our motivation, boosts our confidence, the better we feel. And it's like a perpetuum mobile. Next time this situation will happen, we are already boosted, we are already motivated, we will do it again. we will take the benefits of it, and so on and so forth. And sadly, we are just remarkable people talking about our achievements. And this is what we would like to have in the world. Kasia, anything to add?
Maybe just only one thing, that if you don't speak about your achievements, other people, if they struggle, if they have some problems, if they don't know how to solve the challenge that they are facing, they won't know whom to ask for help. So once they hear you speaking that you have maybe someday solved that problem, you learn some skill that they are looking for, you suddenly start to acting as an inspiration for others, and you are starting to act as a supporters for others who are needing the help, and you make them a light. It's easier for them to find the right person to ask for help. So that's also great to bear in mind.
And one more thing on the celebrating our achievements. Celebration usually means that we are renting a hall, a venue, inviting people across the world, president of the city, whoever. No, it could be that, and I wish that everyone of this call will experience that in the future, but it can be also a small celebration. And this way of, if we are celebrating the achievements, big, small, doesn't matter. It helps our brain to combat the negativity bias, because it's boosting our self-esteem, motivate us to achieve even more. And this bias is important because I will give Kasia the stage to go with us through other biases that are in our heads. Kasia, over to you.
Yeah, so this limiting power that we have, who doesn't allow us to speak for our accomplishment, comes for a reason. And it's very closely related to stereotypes that we have in our head, very deeply anchored. And these are stereotypes based with the race, gender, ability, neurodiversity. And this all biases are limiting us from speaking clearly about our achievements and how remarkable we are. And why? Because when we are women, we think we should be always modest, we shouldn't speak too loud in what we are great. And also, when we start speaking, the research shows that other people feel judge that we are very aggressive. Even other women judge other women who are speaking for themselves, who are sharing their achievements, as aggressive. When it comes to men, I talked with few. They, on the other hand, said that, but Kasia, it is expected from the environment, from the society, that I should know how to promote myself. I should speak very clearly what I have achieved, but I don't know how to do that. Like my colleague knows, he's more confident, but I am an introvert. I have never had an interest in that. And I don't know how to do that, but I feel the pressure that I should speak for myself. I should promote myself, okay? So you see, there are a lot of different stereotypes that make us stopping from speaking about our achievements. And then it comes to the biases that also leads to another step, which is on the next slide. If you can, Marek, go. When we have the stereotypes in our heads, it implicates the language that we use and makes our language also biased. And what do I mean by that? Like, think how many of you here on the call is using the language to describe yourself like, that was a small project. It wasn't a huge part of my in the success of that project. I won't show that project, this project, because it's not yet finished, although it's perfect, really. It looks polished, but you would say to others, like, it's not very well finished. It's not perfect yet, yeah? So when you have the stereotypes in your head, you suddenly are starting the language that is not supporting the remarkable characteristic of yours, and you start sounds also negative about yourself, okay? So it's very very important to know what language you use. Instead of should, we should use could, because the could would boost our confidence in speaking about ourselves. So I would love to hear on the call here, like maybe on the chat, please write me yes. How many of you are using I should do that? It's not perfect, so I won't go and I won't show. It's only my little part on that project. I shouldn't get credit for that because these are my team and not me as a leader who delivered that result. Yes, yeah. Okay, so I can see from Cecilia, you can resonate with that. Yeah, we tend to diminish our achievements. Exactly. And today we want to show you how to stop doing that and how to start speaking about your achievements. So I hope you are ready to hear in a moment few tips what you can do to boost your confidence.
And one thing on the language, which is relatable to Polish speaking people, but I believe this is also outside other languages. In Poland, we have the endings related to woman and a man. So for example, if I'll be talking about the manager, I can use manager. It's a Polish phrase that will usually, not usually, when it comes to the forms, it will represent a man. And then we have as ending menadżerka, which is a female. And what I realized, because there was a big research done in Poland, especially on the inclusive language, that some of the jobs are described with the male ending, and some of the jobs are described with the female ending. And the problem is, and this is what I checked with my daughter, and I was like, no, this has to change. Because when I asked her, when I said, draw a manager, using of course, the normal, not normal, the one that is, the form that is usually used. So in the man form, she was usually drawing the guys. And when I asked her, draw me a cleaner, which is usually ends with the female, she was drawing females. And I was like, and I've asked her, hey, do you think you can be a manager in a female meaning ending? And she's like, I didn't even think about it. It's a manager, it's a guy. So come on. I felt terrible because I want my daughter to be CEO, not the manager only, but the CEO. And unfortunately, CEO is usually prezes, which ends with a male form. So I want her to be prezeska, which is the same, but a female form. So the language is extremely important. We have to be inclusive, inclusive. And as Kasia was saying about the bias, researchers out there. What I gave you an example from Poland related to Polish language is also tends to be connected with the biases and how certain job roles are connected, but you have outside Poland examples as well. So it's not only limited to Polish language. 55% of Black women leaders have had their judgment questioned, compared to 39% of all women and 28% of all men. Terrible, I can only say. I think also connected with what Kasia was saying and I was saying on the example of Polish language, inclusiveness. I don't know what to say, but as Kasia was saying, it's all about you doing the work, you breaking the barrier or breaking the challenge of promoting. So,
yeah,
Kasia.
So before we go into this exercise, we will tell you, because until now you have heard a lot about like the reflection, why is it worth to be to speak about the achievements, what are the reasons that limited us from speaking from our achievements, that we should think about speaking of achievement as not bragging. So maybe here, before we move, I would love to hear from each of you on chat. What is the one thing that was the most valuable, the aha moment during the workshop until now? What are you taking away from the workshop until now? So we are waiting for your responses on chat, because we will slowly move from the theory to the practice. We will show you some tips, what you can do to feel and speak about you as a remarkable person. So we will pause for a minute, waiting for your responses. What is the one takeaway you are taking from this workshop until now? Please share on chat.
Environment and water images, okay.
Sharing achievements, needs
This needs
activity.
activity, yeah.
You are your biggest advocate. Lovely.
Perfect.
You can make work of your manager easier. And it's also not only your manager, but if you run your own business, this is all also about your clients. So if you your own don't feel yourself remarkable, how can you support your clients who are looking for some kind of support with their challenges? So you do the work for your clients also easier if you speak about your achievements, because you build the trust and you show your clients, I am a person who knows how to solve your problem. Please come to me.
You are valuable. The world needs to know that. Absolutely. It is reaffirmed that it's needed. Yeah, absolutely. It is needed. Oh, and suddenly people, okay. It's not bragging when it's based on facts. Thank you for that. Standing up for myself because I'm powerful. Absolutely. You're remarkable and can be your own voice. Yes, you will be remarkable with your own voice, how you will say it. Absolutely. I should probably share my achievements with a larger audience, and it's not bragging. Exactly. Everyone has a talent and skill. Yeah, and it's very important that these are in the best place. Absolutely.
Great. So a lot of amazing lessons learned. So now we will slowly move to the exercise, and we will need you to have something to write with, pen or pencil, and a piece of paper, because there will be a little bit of writing involved here. So maybe I will pause for a minute for those who don't have, so that you can leave your desk and grab something to write with. You can also write on your computer if you wish. So write me on chat ready if you have something to write with, the piece of paper, so I know that we can slowly start. Okay, Pretty is ready, Catriona as well. Marek ready to go. Okay, Priscilla, Martyna, Virushali as well. Okay. So there are 3 exercises. So the first one, what I want you to teach you a little bit is about your internal critic. Because all the biases that we have in our head result in the limiting beliefs that we have about ourselves. That's the result of the stereotypes. And the limiting beliefs you can recognize by an internal critic that you have in your head telling you, you shouldn't go there, you shouldn't speak right now, you shouldn't show your project, you shouldn't apply for that job, you are not ready yet, you are not prepared, you know not enough fact, you don't have the skill, etc., etc. Is that familiar to you? Write me on chat. Do you have these critics in your head? Yes, yes, yes. So I will tell you some tips how to overcome the critic. And it's not really about overcoming, but it's about making your critic your good friend. And I know this exercise from the coaching study. I used to study coaching in 2012 in Erickson College. And there is an amazing exercise that we run as coaches, which says, treat your critic as a friend. And what do we mean by that? Ask your critic, what do they want positive for you? because under this inner voice, there is always a positive intention. And what do I mean by that? So let's imagine you have lost your job and you have this internal critic telling you, you are not good enough, you are fired. So for sure, you don't have the right capabilities. So what you can do is to ask this critic, like, why are you asking me this question? What positive you want for me? What do you want me prevent me from? And suddenly you are getting another perspective, because this critic will tell you, I want you to find a great job that you had previously, that you admire, that you are fulfilled. I want you to be prepared for the interview. I want you to maybe learn some additional skill, maybe AI, because it's very popular. That's why. And once you do that, you will be more prepared. So always think that this negative voice has a positive intention. If this internal voice says you like, you have that voice before the presentation, like what does it want from you? It wants you to feel prepared for the presentation so that you can show your knowledge and your skills while you are speaking, okay? And I very often run for myself this exercise, especially when I have this critic in the new environment. I always ask, what positive do you want from me? And I very often ask that question in the moment when I left Google. I was like, Google say, like, Kasia, please come to the States. From Poland, it's not anymore possible for you to work. And I decided to say goodbye and open my own company, but I was very scared. And I had my internal critic saying, like, Kasia, you won't be able to do that. And then I ask myself, like, why I am hearing this voice? What do you want me to prevent from? And I understand he prevents me to open the company without knowledge how to run the business. So I took an action. Okay, so you want me to take an action. So I sign up for different courses. I learned how to run my business. And suddenly this critic went aside, okay? So this is one tip. So I want you to write on the piece of paper one question. What is this critic telling you right now? So think about the biggest challenge that you are facing right now and the internal critic that you have in your head, and write down this sentence that this critic is telling you. Like, what voices are you hearing very often in your head? So I will pause for a moment and will give you a minute to write down as many voices negative about you as possible, okay? Okay, 20 seconds left. Ten seconds left. Okay, Victoria is ready. If you wish, you can share the negative voices here on chat. I can share you two that I have right now. I hear the voice, you are not ready yet. For the storytelling workshop for consulting employees that I'm supposed to travel to Warsaw and get them trained on the storytelling in the business. And when I'm asking myself why I'm hearing this as you are not ready yet, I know where it comes. I have recently watched a lot of very amazing people expert with storytelling. I have everything in my head, but I didn't have time to sit down and get these tips onto my presentations. So before I travel to Warsaw, I'm ready with all of those tips. So that's why I'm hearing this voice. And there's another voice I'm hearing. Kasia, you don't have time to run your own business yet, but I really would love to someday and very soon. And why I'm hearing this voice? Because I'm feeling that I don't give enough time for my kids right now. I'm building a house, I'm working fully professionally. And when I would start my business right now, I wouldn't be as a great mother as I want to be. So this critic wants to prevent me. So I choose the right time for my business so that my kids don't suffer. So I have to wait like more like 6 months when everything with my house is over. Okay. So this is the way how you work with this exercise. Okay. You can give me some heart on chat. So if that was helpful for you, because now we will move to the most important exercise for today. Okay, so the most important exercise is to find the courage to speak up saying, I'm remarkable because. And this exercise will have two phases. So first phase is to encourage you to know what you are, to recognize what you are remarkable in general, okay? So as a first part of this exercise, I would love you to, again, grab something to write with and a piece of paper, and we will give you 2 minutes to write down as many sentences as possible saying, I'm remarkable because. And this is both for your personal life and also for your private life. And to give you an example and a better understanding, what do I mean by that? The sentence that you can write, I would write for myself is personally, I'm remarkable because I'm cooking the best tomato soup that my kids loved. And I always wanted to cook tomato soup because that was the best soup of my grandma. And I wasn't perfect with this soup. But there was a moment, I don't really remember what I changed in the recipe when my kids said like, Mommy, your soup is really delicious. What did you do suddenly? We didn't like your soups before. So from that moment, I know I'm remarkable because I'm cooking the best tomato soup. But I'm also remarkable because a lot of people told me I have a skill to explain very complex aspects in a very simple way. So they know exactly how to act later on, what to do, and they really understand what's behind. So I can say I'm remarkable because I know how to explain very complex problems with a very simple word so people know how to act later on. So these are two examples I'm sharing with you. Marek, an example you would love to share before people will go and write their own?
So I wanted to say that I'm remarkable because I know IT, but I've already failed because I didn't know where to unmute myself. But joking aside, I believe that my remarkable phrase on the personal and also professional side would be, I'm remarkable because even though I have a professional life, family life, I'm still able to volunteer in my free time. And this story started 11 years ago and it's still continuing. So this is my I'm remarkable
Lovely.
statement.
Thank you a lot. So we will now pause for 2 minutes with Marek to allow you work with your piece of paper, write as many I'm remarkable sentences as you can. Let's say 10 is minimum, all right? So 2 minutes for you. And there are no stupid statements about you being remarkable.
So
Off
it's
you
roughly
go.
12 seconds per statement.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
just
remarkable
create a
because
list, one sentence under another, Priscilla, to your question. Yeah. I'm remarkable because XYZ. I'm remarkable because XYZ. Like the full sentences, we are trying to get habit using the whole phrase. Lovely, thank you, and Takria for sharing.
Takia.
Takia, true, Takia. Let's go crazy with more remarkable statements. First, focus on your chat, on your piece of paper. We will tell you when is the time to share, okay? Now, first, we want to identify as many as possible, only you and your piece of paper. And I will tell you when to share, okay? And you will share only if you want. We won't make you like to share.
And if someone already finished, please write done, ready, whatever statement in the chat so we can know.
1 minute left. Thirty seconds left. All right, 10 seconds left. Three, two, one. Over. Time's over. Okay. So in a moment, we will ask, you will be invited to the breakout rooms. But before we do so, first, we would love to hear only about the emotions, like how it was for you to have such an exercise when you have time to define on the piece of paper the remarkable statements of yours. Anyone would love to unmute and share how was this exercise?
Unmute, put in chat.
Was it difficult? Was it easy? Was it fun? Relief?
I felt self-compassionate. Priscilla, thank you very much. Anyone else? Whatever was going through your head while writing it. What was that?
It was very empowering.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Just being able to stop and just focus on one part and think about myself. So yeah, very empowering.
Lovely. And it's already echoed on the chat as well. I feel empowered. Same. So thank you both. Thank you for that. Empowering.
Yeah. And look how often on the daily basis we are empowering others, our family members, our life partners, kids if you are parents, our parents if they are a little bit older, other co-workers, friends. What about us? It's high time to empower also ourselves. Because if we don't give ourselves the energy, how can we empower others? So it's like in the plane. First, put the mask, with the oxygen mask first, and then assist others during the flight. Okay.
And Andrea wrote
Lovely.
interesting. I appreciate the opportunity for introspection. So it gives you
Mm,
the moment to think about yourself and your achievement.
exactly.
Eye opener.
And to keep that momentum of this exercise, we want, together with Marek, we want you to create a habit. Try to find a day during a week that you know there is a high potential probability you will have like 15 minutes time to think through during this week where I felt myself as a remarkable person. Like for myself, that's every time I travel with a tram from the office to my house, because both with Marek we need to be at the office twice in a week. For me, it takes like 30 minutes by tram traveling. So I'm using this time once a week to really reflect. Like, okay, Kasia, what do you feel remarkable about during this week? And I try to, even I'm like taking my notes. I'm sending myself an email actually on my mobile phone. So I have it, and I have a special folder like Kasia's, and I'm reading later on those emails that I sent to myself. And it's also a good hint if you prepare your CV later on, because the biggest achievements I have always listed in this email folder. So just a hint for the job interviews for the future. Okay. So we will slowly invite you to the breakout rooms. So I think it was Priscilla, if I remember correctly, helping us with creating the rooms.
I will create.
Okay.
It's okay
Yes,
to
it's
create
good.
4
Okay.
rooms.
So give us a moment, and
We
what
are
will
18.
yeah. So once Cecilia is creating the rooms, let me tell you what will happen in the rooms. You will meet with 2 or 3 more people, women or a man here on the call. And your task is to share one I'm remarkable statement that you want to share with others. Okay? We have a full list. Choose one that you would love to share, and you will say, I'm Kasia, I am remarkable because I'm cooking the best tomato soup. Okay? That's the first task. Another task is pay attention to your emotions when you are listening to other people introducing themselves with the remarkable statement. How does it sound to you? Okay, and then we will a little bit reflect after this exercise, because it's kind of empowering feeling when we are listening to others introducing with this statement. Okay.
And on the emotion side, please also take acknowledge the emotion that you are having when you're saying those I'm remarkable statements. So it's you statement, others and statement. So take those in your head. Remember those.
Okay.
So Cecilia, I think it's time to open the rooms. Okay. Roughly 4 or 5 people per room. Just
yes, only 3 rooms because we are not enough.
Okay. Lovely.
Cecilia. Okay. Rooms are open. Oh, I'm assigned. Do you want to be in the rooms too?
Maybe better not to give people more confidence without trainers.
Okay.
But if there will be not enough people, then
then you can add us. Yeah,
we are flexible.
We have 3 rooms, 4 or 5 people in each one.
Amazing.
Okay, that's
amazing.
awesome.
So we will give people around like 8 minutes time.
Okay, I will join one room.
Lovely,
Perfect.
lovely.
Thank you.
So on this main call, I
was eating my lunch. Hi, Cecilia.
Hi, hi.
Hi, Cecilia.
How are you?
We're just comparing notes on why we can't put our camera on all the time.
Good morning.
Hi, Andrea.
Hi. And I don't know. I'm sorry. I will leave the room because I don't know the time we have to be here. I will ask the
Oh, it says,
moderators.
well, there is a counter at the top, Cecilia. You gave us
Yeah.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yes, but it was set up before. I don't know if the moderator said that because I opened the rooms and it set up 5 minutes, but I
Okay.
don't know. Okay, you can go on.
Okay, well, if we do only have a
Okay.
few minutes, anyone wants
I
to
will
share first?
Do we need to
leave
say
meeting, leave
voice?
record room.
You are on mute.
Cecilia, you're muted.
I'm sorry, I didn't ask you how many minutes, how long we will
8
be.
minutes.
8
8
minutes, like.
Mhm. 8 minutes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Because it was set up in 5 minutes, and I didn't ask to you, so I will change that.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Marek, when you spoke about this water, are you following Chris Doe?
Maybe, but I don't recognize the name.
Okay.
But could be. I'm just saying that I'm
Okay.
I'm looking,
Because
seeing
I'm
different things.
like, he's my idol in
Okay.
like creative selling. And he used that example of water.
Okay.
But maybe that's a common example to use.
Really
And
easy
it's
to
not the only
describe.
one.
Yeah.
Old, so which pulls me down with my health, and I'm just struggling with that to bounce off. But when I did this exercise, I'm remarkable because the thing, it was an eye opener for me. What I have written, I'm remarkable because I can get things done which are complex, and people acknowledge me for that. I am remarkable because I don't take no for getting things solved. So that I'm remarkable because I can cook anything in a zip and it tastes good. But sometimes I mess up. So I'm remarkable because I can getting my children's future secure financially by getting all my assets collated. I'm remarkable because I am to go to a person when things get tougher. Else people just ignore me. So I am in that no one approaches me. So it's very overwhelming for me. I'm remarkable because uh, I can handle difficult people with humility and compassion. So when I just realized it, yeah, I need to silence my critic, which is saying me, you don't have in you, you are old, and which is spoiling my health.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This meeting is being recorded.
Oh, and people are joining back. Lovely.
With the power of teleportation.
Yes, I'm sorry. I try to.
Oh, Cecilia, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Priscilla
It
is
was
always too
been
short. Don't worry.
even if we know, even if we do like 20 minutes, people will always say it's too short because that's a great exercise, to be honest.
However, the fact that it's too short, it will inspire you to continue that after the workshop because you will feel the urge to do it. So think about it from that perspective.
So you can close the rooms. And once everyone joins back, we will continue.
I think we are all here in the main session.
Okay, super. Okay, so now it's time for reflection, and this is the time we would love you to speak a little bit, unmute and speak also. So the first question, who would like to share how was it for you to speak about you being remarkable? How was it for you to say the sentence, I'm remarkable because? Was it difficult? Was it easy? Was it refreshing? Was it embarrassing? Like, any thoughts we would love to hear from you? Who would love to go first before we call you by names?
You can also use chat just to give your feelings. But we really appreciate if can someone unmute and share the emotions, what was going through your head. It was refreshing.
It was refreshing talking to people you don't know and getting a chance to say a bit about yourself and then hear them react to that. And I would have loved more time so I could have heard the rest of the group as well.
And what was your feeling about the reaction from the group, Katriona, if may I ask?
It was very supportive. It was nice to see people on camera nodding. It was very helpful. Andrea, you were fantastic as well. Just really encouraging people.
Lovely.
Priscilla, you wrote, for me it was not easy. Could you please expand on that if you may?
I don't know how to express it, but maybe it's stating something like that as I don't deserve it. It doesn't belong to me. You know, I have to believe it. I don't know.
What did you feel when you were listening to others?
Inspired. Inspired. I see that we match some strengths, I would say, because we are remarkable for the same reasons.
Hi, this is Victorious. So I just want to say that this session was really awesome and just reinforcing who we are. And the reason why I say that is a couple of years ago, I would never have thought of myself as anything great. So I had to build that affirmation that I am great, I am remarkable, and I took ownership of my name, saying I am victorious, just fully owning it. So today was just reminding myself that I'm still remarkable. And when the other ladies were sharing, I was just nodding my head because I was like, this is really awesome. So thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much, Victoria, for sharing.
Amazing story, and may I add from my own perspective, amazing story from a person with very amazing name, Victorious. That's, yeah, you cannot write it, it's just life. So awesome, thanks for that. Anyone else? Because chat went crazy. For me, it was not easy. Yeah, speaking the line, I'm remarkable, was... gives motivation. Yes, please use that phrase. Start with I'm remarkable because, and then go. Remember about it because you are remarkable, and then just why. Every week, do remarkable Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, on Sunday, or every single day. Why not? the more the merrier. And as Kasia was saying, the more you will bring those, the easier it will be to share it afterwards. And it will be awesome to read it later. So I think, Kasia, it's time to move to second part of this exercise.
Yeah. So you had the occasion in the groups to share your remarkable sentences and also listen how remarkable people think they are. So now it's time and a part of the workshop for the most brave people here on the call. Who would love to turn on camera, unmute, and share the I'm remarkable question loud?
I would love to, because I didn't get a
Please.
chance to share in my group about what I wrote about being remarkable. And this is my probably third I Am Remarkable session that I'm attending, and it's always very revigorating, rejuvenating, and it helps me to do a refresh and a reset. And what I wrote is that I am remarkable because I am building a global legacy as a blank. And I just left it as a blank because I have so many different hats that I wear. And I said, I'm empowering others along my journey. So in being remarkable, I realized that it's not just about me and my accomplishments, but it's about who can I help along the way? And how can I encourage and inspire by the actions that I do? So for me, I am remarkable because I know that I'm making an impact.
Wow.
And I'm making the world a better place.
Lovely. So a round of applause for Andrea from everyone. I would like to encourage you.
Yeah, I don't know how to do the reactions on Zoom.
Like on this, there is the heart in the middle and the lower black
I'm
belt.
sharing, I don't see. But Andrea, my daughter taught me the Korean heart, so I'm sending you right now like that. She taught me, yeah, the K-pop heart, so I don't know.
Thank you.
Okay, amazing, amazing. Who else would love to go?
Hi, I'm Shivanti. I'm from Sri Lanka. I think I'm remarkable because I love myself. And so most of the time I do positive affirmation in order to motivate myself because, in the day, there are ups and downs. Sometimes we demotivate, sometimes motivate. So in order to keep on track myself, I love myself. And the same time, Andrea said, I love to support others. Most of the time, I'm doing volunteer stuff. I help people to success their dream. So I think in two cases, I'm remarkable. Thank you. This is very interesting. When we opened the breakout room, I thought I'm not a person to talk. I don't think I speak, but when I saw others sharing their lovely thoughts and experience, then I thought, wow, this is about I need to share why I'm remarkable. So thank you very much. So that's from my end.
And a big round of applause for the lady who just shared her I'm remarkable. Lovely. All right, and we have the very last spot. We would love to hear the very last person who would take the courage and share her or his I'm remarkable. The floor is yours for the very last person.
Okay, I will share.
Go on, Cecilia.
Thank you. I am remarkable because I could educate and support growing up to my two daughters, two amazing ladies. So it was by myself because I divorced when they were very, very young. So this is my best achievement.
Lovely. Congratulations and a round of applause for Cecilia.
Thank
It was
you.
lovely to hear. So it would be I would love to hear from three of you who shared your I'm Remarkable loud. How was it? How was it for you, Cecilia, to speak loud? For you, Catriona, how was it to say it loud on the main call?
I don't know. It's quite. I don't know. I feel very, very, very well because sharing this achievement, but I also feel like I don't know how to say it. Not I'm not so. It's not so easy to share.
Yeah, but we can see sparkles in your eyes. So amazing, very emotional.
Even though you said it was not easy, you were smiling.
Yeah.
So that's a positive emotion, which is very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And the endorphin are going up when we are sharing those sentences. Yeah. So lovely. Andrea, how was it for you to say it loud in
For
front of
me, it's always difficult to accept it. And to hear it from myself. And even when persons would say something to me, like they appreciate what I've done and how I've helped them and they've been able to achieve their goals because of something I did, I always play it down like, oh, that's just a small little thing that I did. Like I didn't have that much of an impact on somebody's life, but for them, it's like transformational. And I'm like, for me, I just did it out of the goodness of my heart, not really looking for anything. So if it was able to help somebody, then I feel as though, it's like I just celebrate their success. And I'm happy for that person, not realizing that they look at me and saying, wow, if it wasn't for you, or, think more of yourself and how you're helping people. But I just honestly feel as though I'm just living my purpose. And if I can help somebody along the way, then, I'm just being me and I'm just being authentically me. So to try to say, I am remarkable because I'm doing all these things. Like you say, sometimes it comes off like, oh, I'm just bragging about this is what I'm doing. And I'm more of a in the background person. Like I deal with all of the backstage stuff and I push people on the stage. So to be on the stage and be celebrated, I'm never looking for accolades. It's not about accolades for me. It's about how can I improve the quality of somebody else's life, because I believe in the power of reciprocity. You give and you receive. It just happens naturally in nature. So it's never with any intention about how can I benefit from helping someone else. So for me, it doesn't come naturally to even accept any tokens or any recognition. Right? Because that's not my nature and that's not why I do what I do. So this I Am Remarkable session, this is my third one attending one of these, and I'm always reminded that yes, I may diminish my role, but you don't know how much of an impact you're making in someone else's life and how you're helping them on their journey just by the little things. And the little things add up to big things. So I think that's what helps me, knowing that the little things matter.
Lovely. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you a lot for sharing that. So you may be wondering, like, what next? How to keep the momentum? We just went throughout those two questions, but we want to show you what you can do as a follow-up exercises. If you would love to continue before you attend another remarkable session, which we highly encourage you to maybe make a habit, like every 3 months, at least twice a year, to attend any of the I'm Remarkable session. So as I told you, a great habit is to track your achievements weekly. So think of the moment during a week that there is a high possibility that you can do that. So maybe I will pause for a moment right now to allow you quickly scan your week and spot the time when it can be possible. Maybe you are waiting for your kids when they are attending some afternoons classes, when you are waiting under the gym, waiting for them, you can do that. Or maybe you know you are queuing for when traveling to work, you can do that. Or like any moment. So I will pause for a moment and you can define what can be this potential. Or maybe when you wake up, or maybe Friday nights, you know, you are reading a book, you go to the bed, and that would be lovely time to think. Or on the way to the church. Okay, so I'm in pause for a moment and try to define this time for yourself.
I mean, if you're okay, write it on the chat. It can inspire others, but as soon as you write it, you're kind of putting it into the stone, so you'll have to do it.
So another thing what you can do are to create your remarkable Wednesdays with the group of your friends, colleagues, family members, and be the leader of I'm Remarkable Wednesdays. And it doesn't have to be that you meet in face-to-face, but maybe a Wednesday, like 30 minutes call when you call yourself as a group of people on WhatsApp and just doing your I'm Remarkable, practice. So this is also something that you can start doing, start leading, or on LinkedIn, you can join any Remarkable Wednesday group. When you find I'm Remarkable profile when a lot of past participants are present.
And one thing to add here, I think that was already mentioned in the chat, and I think that was already mentioned at the beginning of this call. The theme of this work is I'm Remarkable. That's an amazing opportunity for you to share the story for the wider audience. So also take into consideration that channel of sharing your I'm Remarkable story and statements. So, yeah.
Lovely. You can also create a I'm Remarkable notebook or something, some notebook where you will keep your all I'm Remarkable statements and which you will review from time to time and make it even more authentic, even more powerful. Who knows, maybe someday some of your kids will find your notebook and will say like, oh, mommy, this is your I'm Remarkable notebook. And that would be a nice surprise for them. And also stretch your goal, identify people that you would typically be hesitant to, and share your accomplishment towards. Maybe you're not getting along with your manager and it's difficult for you to share your achievements with those. Maybe you have some kind of very strict, very demanding customer. Why don't take this possibility to say and show how remarkable you are? Maybe you have some friends that have been laughing at you where you were at school. Right now you have quite good relationships, but you're still hesitant to share your accomplishment. So that's a next level of being fluent with I'm Remarkable statement. Identify people you hesitant to share your accomplishment and give it a try. It feels hundreds so good, like we shared today.
And I would like to underline the importance of doing it on a regular basis. I'm Remarkable statement, I'm Remarkable mindset is a muscle. If you'll stop doing it, you'll forget about it. It will just blur and then you will not be doing it. And it's not about that. We want this to be with you for as long as possible. I would even say forever. So practice, do it. And yeah, just practice. Just please.
Yeah. And when it comes to the workshop, that's everything what we prepared for you today. So so remember, be an advocate for the whole movement of I'm Remarkable. It really boosts your confidence, it encourages your self-promotion. That's the very first step into building your personal brand, into start telling the professional story about yourself that will allow you to get more projects, better jobs, more satisfied jobs, better clients, better relationships with other people. And it will be the first step for you making your dreams that you have come true. So really, and if you would love to join the forces and become a facilitator for I'm Remarkable, you can always apply and be certified, went through the certification process, and just share I'm Remarkable magic with others. So that was for you presenting, Marek Malinowski.
And amazing and remarkable Katarzyna Krupa. And we have a favor to ask you. Since we are official facilitators, we would like to ask you to provide official feedback to the program. Link I paste on the chat. I'm pasting it once again. You will be asked for the facilitator ID. It's mentioned below. Since we are two facilitators, there's one facilitator will fill up the survey, and the other facilitator will bring this person to the survey. So this is my ID. So Marek Malinowski. Please fill it in because we are required to deliver those workshops there's a yearly target that we have to do. And we also love to do it. So the more information you will provide about this session, the better it will help us to make this workshop even better for everyone else. And as Kasia was saying, it's good to attend those meetings on a regular basis. So who knows? Maybe we'll see each other sometime later.
And maybe if you are part of any other initiatives, we are happy to jump in with Marek and run these sessions for the communities that you are supporting. So let's stay in touch with us, connect with us on LinkedIn, and we are happy to spread the magic of I'm Remarkable also with your communities and with people you love and you support. So thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be a part of this initiative and this event. Thank you very much for inviting us.
And one last favor, I know the previous should be last favor, but another favor. If you want to share any feedback, personal feedback with me or with Kasia, you can reach out to us on LinkedIn. I'm very open for the feedback, whichever you want to do, because like I said, the more feedback I will get, the better we will make it for the future. And maybe, as I said, for some of you that will probably join, hopefully will join.
And
so again,
anytime you plan to travel to Poland,
yes,
and especially to Wrocław, our lovely city,
the nicest city in Poland,
shout, and we will make you a city tour.
Yes.
Thank you a lot. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Thank you very much.
Give it over to Cecile, Priscilla, over to you, and Priya.
Thank you, Kasia and Marek. That was really wonderful. And talking about feedback, please share your feedback for us as well. I put this thing on the chat window. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, please.
I have so many screens. Okay, all right. Now, yeah. Okay, over to you, Cecilia, to do the felicitation.
Okay, thank you, Priya. And please, Kasia, receive the certification of appreciation for this wonderful workshop. Congratulations and thank you very much. It was very, very insightful and emotional. Thank you.
Thank you. That's an honor to be with you.
Oh, thank you. And Marek, same to you, Marek. We deeply appreciate these wonderful sessions, receive these certifications, and our congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and with this, we wrap up our March event. Please do share feedback. Please do take the survey link, which is already there on the chat window, and let us know what you think. Watch our social media handles for more Our next event would be on breaking barriers, and it would be on April 12, 2025. And watch our social media handles for the registration link. We hope to see you soon. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day, the rest of your day, whatever is left.
Let's take
Oh,
a
yeah,
picture.
good picture.
Pictures, of course.
You can stop the recording.
You can,
now.
yes, and you can, okay.
Everyone